You already know what it is. You got El Selector. I got the guy Rizzo in the building, bro. You already know. One of the top NFL breakdowns when it comes to your bets, bro. I told you I get the best guys. You already know week 5, so we're getting to week 5. It's gonna be some big games. Gonna be a lot of money involved this week, and we're gonna break it down. What do you? Are there gonna be anything big you expect this week 5? You think is gonna be nicer?
Yes, man. Glad to be back on live with you, bro. And this
Yep.
week 5, I missed out on a couple weeks, but week 5, we're in the building. We're back
Week
trying to
5.
get to the cash.
Facts.
So it's good to be here, and it's a long weekend up north in Canada where we at, and we're just ready to break down these games and get to the money, man. It's a tough card. I'm not gonna lie to you, El Selector.
Yep.
When I look at it on paper, it's a few games that I like, but man, it's a tough one. It's a tough one still, but we're gonna find some value and get to it, man.
Yeah, there's some. Yeah, we're gonna find some value there. You know what I mean? It's not the best week, but we're gonna get some. We're gonna get you some. We're gonna get some money, and definitely, we're gonna get that down packed. You see what I'm saying? So we're gonna get straight into it. We're not even gonna waste no time. Basically, we're gonna figure out what's what, and yeah, let's do this, man. So let's look at the first game on the schedule here for week 5. You already know what it is. It's the one, the only New York Jets versus the Atlanta Falcons. You guys can see this, right? I mean, one second. So yeah, we're looking at this right here. The game line's right here for this one. What's your take? You see this? You can see it?
Yeah, I see it.
All right. What's your take on it, like overall?
Man, this is another classic shit bowl. So if you want to wake up early and you want to watch a game that's being played in London, I don't even know why the NFL made these two teams go over to London to play.
Oh, this is in London. I didn't even know that.
London, man, and then it's an awful game. And both of these teams, man, I wouldn't put my money on it, and I wouldn't put your money on it, brother. But I would have to lean New York. The way New York played against Tennessee, although Tennessee had some injuries last week, the Falcons is just not a team I really believe in. They do have an experienced quarterback in Matt Ryan, but their defense is weak, and they're surrendering they're surrendering a league high 32 points per game. Jeez. The Jets' defense is top 5 in third down situations and in the red zone, which tells me that the Jets is playing a little bit more motivated and they play a little bit harder. Now the Falcons, they should have won last week against Washington and they choked. They choked at home. Now they go overseas. It's a terrible game, to be honest, and it's almost a toss up. They're giving that the Falcons they're favored by 3. And the Jets could keep it close or even pull out the win again. But do we see the Jets win 2 in a row is the big question. It's a tough game.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. Honestly, this one is a tough game. It's going to be a tough watch as well, just because both teams are just – the Jets right now, man, I don't know, man. The Jets are the Jets as usual. The Falcons, they beat the Giants, and then they lose to Washington. So – like they beat the Giants on week 3, and then they lose to Washington week 4. So it's kind of like I still don't know what kind of this team still doesn't really have their identity in my take. So this is a tough one, honestly. I'm gonna say straight up, you know, I'm gonna go out the limb. I'm gonna say Atlanta -2.5. I'll pick Atlanta. I don't know if they'll cover though. But I'll just pick Atlanta outright to win on spread. On the money line, I'll leave that alone, bro. I'm not gonna go anywhere with that. You see what I'm saying? What's your take on that?
Yeah, I agree. Both teams against the spread. ATS is 1-3, which is 25%. It's early in the season. Like I said, the Jets do have a good defense. When it's in the clutch, like well, not really clutch, but in the third down situations. So if Matt Ryan finds himself in long down situations, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 8 type of situations, the Jets do have a slight edge and can probably force them to, you know what I mean, punt the ball, try to dominate possession, and I look here. I would have to lean the Jets, bro, with the points because I mean, it's a small margin, and they're both 1-3 against the spread. But I just feel like the Jets probably will have a little bit more momentum, right? They're in London, so there's no really home field. It's a neutral field. They have a rookie quarterback versus a veteran quarterback, but there's no real home field. So, and there's a quick note I have here. Matt Ryan, in the 34-30 loss to Washington last week, he scored. A guy named Cordell Patterson. He's become the Falcons' most dangerous weapon, and he has scored 5 times in 4 games and posted back-to-back outings of more than 100 scrimmage yards. So take that for what it's worth, Cordell Patterson.
All right, man. And we're going to move on from this game. We're going to go straight to that next game, man. Honestly, we're going to go to another one right here, bro. This one's the Denver Broncos versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. The spread on this one, bro, break this one down, bro. This one's a tough watch, man, honestly, but just because of, oh, my God.
Now, for this game, it's a lot of variance because right now we don't know if Teddy Bridgewater is going to start. And if not, his backup is Drew Luck. Teddy Bridgewater suffered a concussion last week, so he's on a game-time decision. So when I look at this game, the Pittsburgh Steelers haven't lost 4 games in a row since probably 2016. In some of my research I've seen, right? And they are going to be at home. You got the terrible towels will be in effect. And they don't want to really see their team go down 4 straight, right? This is a home game here for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they want to try to get back on the winning side of things. Big Ben has been looking awful, though. Very, very terrible. And some people are saying he should get benched and they should put in Haskins there, right? So if Bridgewater is out, I'd have to take the Steelers just for the fact they haven't lost 4 in a row in 2016, but they do look awful. If Bridgewater is in, I don't see how the Broncos do not win this game and how the Broncos will be an underdog. I think it opened up as an underdog +1 for the Broncos because of the uncertainty of our guy Teddy Covers, a.k.a. Bridgewater. But if Teddy's in, man, it's going to be tough. And Pittsburgh might drop 4 in a row because they do not look too good right now. And there's a lot of variance in this game. So.
I agree, bro. I agree. I think, honestly, this one is a tough one, bro. Honestly, yeah. I'm gonna say, honestly, I think Pittsburgh is going to cover on this spread just because of the fact that at least Pittsburgh does have Big Ben. I don't think Big Ben will lose to this team, but Big Ben is horrendous. If Big Ben loses to this team, I think Big Ben should just pack his bags and retire. He's I get it. Like, everybody's trying to do the Tom Brady thing. Tom Brady has every man thinking they're going to play until they're 45 or whatever, right? Or Tom's even sack up maybe play till I'm 50, bro, at this point. But at the same time, it's just like Big Ben, bro, he's not the same quarterback he was like whatever amount of years ago that was. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's not the same guy. Like, bro, like, you didn't fix things with AB. You know what I mean? You had what's his name at running back over there. Basically, you and him couldn't even talk to him. Like, it's just like, come on, bro. You didn't. And then on top of that, he doesn't train.
You're talking about Le'Veon Bell there, right?
Yeah, Le'Veon Bell. Like, you couldn't fix things with those guys and let them stay. Like, you know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? And now, you know what I mean? You didn't work on your body. He didn't do none of that stuff. So it's showing now. Like, he's starting to decay right in front of our eyes. I think they should be able to cover. I think Teddy Bridgewater, if he comes back, what Teddy Bridgewater are we getting? He's just faced a concussion. He's questionable. Like, you know what I mean? We don't even know what kind of Teddy Bridgewater. And then Drew Lock. Drew Lock is garbage. Like, he's just straight up garbage. Yeah. So basically, I'm gonna go up a limb. I think Pittsburgh should be able to cover on the spread. I think Pittsburgh got this. It's gonna be a tough watch though. If Big Ben folds this, Big Ben should retire. I think on the total, I'm gonna go off the limb. I'm gonna say I think Pittsburgh will cover on the total. I think they'll cover on the money line as well, bro.
So you think the total in this Pittsburgh and Denver game is going to go over the total of 39.5? It's a low total.
Yeah, I think so. I think Big Ben is up. Big Ben needs this kind of game where he needs a game where he has to just blow these guys out the window.
Yeah, it is a low total because they don't know if Bridgewater is going to play, and plus these are two good for what it's worth, it's too good.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. So I think Big Ben will blow them out the win. I think they'll cover, bro, on the total.
So I have a little bit more on this game. So the Broncos are coming off a loss to the Ravens, right? That's where the Teddy Bridgewater ended up with this concussion. The Broncos, before that loss, were undefeated. So against the spread, the Broncos are 4-1. 3-1 because we are in week 5. The Broncos have a 1-2 punch over there. The Broncos have a terrific 1-2 punch in the backfield with Melvin Gordon and the rookie Javonte Williams. They've combined for an average of 6.5 yards a carry last week, but were underused by their offensive coordinator Pat Shurmur for only 4 carries. They only had 4 carries after halftime, 16 altogether, in a 23-7 loss to the Ravens. So that 1-2 punch is also a good. The reason why I bring them up is a good strategy for them to think about using, seeing how they were underused last week after halftime if Bridgewater doesn't cover. And one last note, the Broncos are 4-1 against the spread dating back to last season, right? And that was the Broncos were 4-1 against the spread dating back to last season, while the Steelers are 1-5 in their last 6 at Heinz Field. So should be a good game overall with a lot of variance. And do we see Pittsburgh drop 4 in a row for the first time since 2016? Or do we see the Broncos use their 1-2 punch and bounce back after a terrible loss at home to the Baltimore Ravens? So for me, it's a lot of variance. I'd say I pass on this game. But I do like that look on the over. 39.5 is kind of small. Maybe we see some with the variance. It means a lot of unknowns, right? So maybe we do see it go up and over the total. It is a small total. So.
Yeah, it's a small total, but hey, we'll see what happens. I'm not going to be putting no money on this game. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, man.
This game is unpredictable. We're going to go straight to another tomato can matchup. But I don't know. The NFL, man, come on, man. Got to do better, man.
And quickly for what it's worth, other than Bridgewater in that Denver and Pittsburgh game, you have some injuries, practice statuses. Melvin Gordon, who we just talked about, is limited with a leg injury. He had limited practice this week. Von Miller also limited practice. There's no injury, not injury related, but he had limited practice. Sorry about that. And they have a guy named Rookie. He's an outstanding guy. I think he played for Alabama. I'm not sure. Patrick Surtain too. He's also limited practice. A couple key players for the Denver Broncos on the road here against Pittsburgh.
I agree, bro. So that's gonna be that alone is just it's a telltale sign, bro. The Broncos, man, I don't know, man. They might be prepping for the draft, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, could have been a fake 3-0 kind of start.
Yeah.
They did play some awful opponents to be 3-0 before they lost to the a playoff AFC contender in the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah. We'll see what transpires, though, bro. Yeah. Detroit versus Minnesota, bro. My take on this game, I'll let you start, honestly. I'll let you start with that one. This one's just, oh, man.
Okay, so when we look at the Detroit Lions versus they're in Minnesota to face their division rival, the Minnesota Vikings. They were given the odds makers are giving the Vikings a 10-point spread with the total at 49.5. Now, man, both these teams are coming off a loss. The Detroit Lions have yet to win a football game in this 2021 campaign, and the Vikings they have a overall good roster, but it's like they can't just get over the hump. Last week, they scored 7 points at home to the Cleveland Browns. Couldn't get over the hump, but they faced a very great defense. When I look at my notes here, the Browns against the spread are, let's see here, 3-1. And the Minnesota Vikings so far this season against the spread are just like their record, 1-3. I have some notes here. Let me just pull them up. Now, the Lions are 9-20 against the spread as dogs of 6 or more points dating back to 2011, folks. This is key stats. And they are in trouble. The Lions are one of two winless teams while suffering big margin defeats against the rivals Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears, 10 points and 18 points, both defeats. They probably can keep it close and stay within the margin because I don't see why we look at Minnesota Vikings as a 10-point favorite. But I don't see the Lions getting a win here, man. The Vikings, Kirk Cousins has been playing pretty good. They have a decent offense. And it's gonna be tough for the Lions, man. Really tough. So the points is high. So me personally, when I bet NFL, I don't like double-digit spreads. You know what I mean? Overall, so it would have to be gun to my head the Lions with the points. But like I just said, it might be a pass. It is gonna be a pass game for me because I just told you guys a stat. They are 9-20 against the spreads as dogs of 6 or more points dating back to 2011. So, folks, who was the president of the United States in 2011? It has to be fast.
Damn, I know that's been a while, man. French Barack Obama, man. We've already run our since then. There's already been several. There's been this is like the third president or second president since Obama. So man, it's been a while.
It's been a while. The odds makers are onto something if they're telling you that they can't cover a mark. They can't. You know what I mean? When there's 6 or more points of underdog, they're not showing up.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when we look at this spot, the Vikings haven't really showed us why they should be a 10-point favorite. So I think the odds makers are just showing it's more so a bet against the Lions more than a bet on the Vikings. So.
I agree, bro. This one's a tough one. You know, I'm not putting nothing down on this one. If I was a betting man, and I was or a gun to my head, not even a betting man, but a gun to my head, bro, like I'd probably just say go with the Minnesota Vikings on the spread. The total, fuck, man, that one's tough. Man. This one's a tough one, man.
So the Vikings, what they rank? So they rank 17, and the Vikings here in total yards. Oh no, sorry, man. I'm trying to look up something right here.
Yeah.
Let's take it over.
This one's tough. Honestly, my advice for this one, personally, if I would just say go with the Vikings on the spread, the total and the money line, I think people should just leave this one alone. Unless you know something there. For the average bettor, bro, I would advise you just to stay away from this one right here, bro. This one's a tough one, man. I mean, I'm just gonna say go out a limb and just say
statistics so that we are right now. So the Vikings and offense, 395 per game. I say 10 yards per game. Just 10th in the NFL. Kirk Cousins right now is playing pretty well, throwing for 11. When I look at the right now as far as pass, I think I want to say he might feast this Sunday against Atlanta.
Yeah. No, I agree with you, bro. I think you're chipping out a bit, bro. You there, bro? Yeah, I think you're chipping out a bit, bro.
Can you hear me, man?
Yeah, I think it's chipping in and out a bit, bro. I don't know if it's me or is it you?
It's probably my Wi-Fi, man. I gotta get it right.
You hear me now? I think you sound better now. You sound better now, bro. You sound better now, bro. Yeah. All right, yeah. So basically, this one's a toss-up, man. I'm gonna leave it at that. We'll move on to the next game just because this one is too unpredictable, bro.
Yeah. The one thing I was saying, maybe before can you hear me? Well, one thing I was saying before I chipped out. Okay. The one thing I was saying before I chipped out is Kirk Cousins is he might feast this Sunday against the Lions. I know he is right now. He is 11th in the NFL in passing yards with 1,121 yards so far in 4 games. He also, if I break it down, he's really doing good as far as overall statistics. My internet is just super slow.
Nah, you're good, bro. You sound good, bro. You're clear, bro.
Yeah, because I want to just find this quick stat on Cousins.
Yeah.
I just want to give you his QB rating. But overall, because the thing's not popular right now. I agree with you. It would have to be for you for what you're saying now. First, I did say with a gun to my head, I would have to take the Lions and the points because I don't like betting these double-digit spreads, 10 points or higher. But when I look at this specific spot for the Lions and what I've seen in this note, that they're 9-20 against the spread when being a 6-point dog or more, I couldn't. I would have to be. I would be ignorant and stubborn not to take the Vikings. So Vikings for me, if I was gonna bet it, but I'm not. So we can move on.
Yeah, that's what I would say, guys. Hey, if you're about to bet this one, do your homework. But at the same time, if you're just like, okay, you know what, you gotta just kind of, I don't know, man. You're just trying to play it safe, man. I would just, even the Vikings still not that safe, but it's a tough one, man. It's a tough one. I would just go with the Vikings, bro, just to cover on the spread. But we're gonna go straight to that Green Bay game because that Green Bay game is one of the games that I think a lot of people are going to be watching. This is, I think, the first time these two are going to see each other, Joe Burrow versus Aaron Rodgers. So what's your take on this, man? This one's going to be a really fun one. I know it's going to be an exciting game, bro. Any game Aaron Rodgers in is really exciting.
Yeah, man. This is a game I'm looking forward to watching, man. It's going to be a great matchup. I actually got my eyes on this one. It's a matchup where I see 2 3-1 teams coming together. So the Bengals are actually 3-1 on the season against the spread. Against the spread, they're identical as well. The Green Bay Packers are 3-1 against the spread. The Cincinnati Bengals are 3-1 against the spread also. And the Cincinnati Bengals are coming off a win over the Jacksonville Jaguars 10 days ago almost. So it's a little bit more rest for them. The Packers did beat the Steelers in a game that was not really competitive for the most part. And now they travel over to the Cincinnati Bengals, where they'll be playing in Cincinnati. I like Cincinnati here also that they're with the points. I think Green Bay might be a little high since they lost that dominating to a dominating defeat by the New Orleans Saints in week 1. And now they've won 3 in a row, if I'm not mistaken, and they're going into Cincinnati with their heads high, and maybe they overlook the Bengals. The Bengals are now, on the other hand, I think are looking for a signature win. They want to prove to the NFL that they are a team to be reckoned with in the AFC North and that Joe Burrow is their guy. So when I look at this game, the Bengals are 5-2 in their past 7 games as a dog at home. The Packers have gone to home losers from their past 2 visits to Cincinnati. These teams don't meet too often because they are interconference teams. One is in the NFC and one is in the AFC. But 3-1 head-to-head matchup with a team in Green Bay who's probably overlooking the Bengals, seeing how they have won 3 straight after everybody had wrote them off after week 1. Give me the Bengals here, Cincinnati Bengals plus 3 points.
You got Cincinnati. Okay, bro. I'm going the total opposite. I think the spread. I think Green Bay is going to cover on the spread over here. I think Aaron Rodgers sees this as an easy victory. I think Aaron Rodgers understands the purpose behind this victory right here. They're trying to I think they're going to cover on the spread with a -3, and the total. See, I don't know, man. This total right here. See, the thing is, I don't know. They're 3-1 right now, but some say, oh no, their schedule's gonna get tougher, or they're gonna start losing games.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. I don't know. I think Aaron Rodgers right now, because he's currently right now going through his teams in the AFC right now. So
the NFC, you mean? The
Packers, right? Yeah, the Packers. Yeah, but they're playing AFC teams right now. So
yeah.
Pittsburgh. They're playing, AFC squads. They finished off Pittsburgh. Now they're going into Cincinnati, and those are 2 rival teams over there. So I don't know. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to have a field day. I think Aaron Rodgers should be able to cover. I think Aaron Rodgers also understands what his team needs to do to get this job done. They don't want a close victory. They don't want no nail biter. They want to make sure they get these guys out of here. Joe Burrow is green, but Joe Burrow is nice. He's really, really nice. Man, I'm gonna say I think Green Bay should be able to cover on the total. And you know what? Just because I have that much confidence in Green Bay, I'm gonna get them on the money line as well. I like Aaron Rodgers. I like what I see from Green Bay. Like he said, I watched him. He said out of his own mouth, "Don't expect
Wow. So if you take go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, you were saying. So you were saying.
Yeah, just you're saying you're gonna take Green Bay on the money line, but the money line it's what is it? Okay, it's a minus 150. That's not bad. It's a decent value.
Not bad. Yeah,
it's a little bit above the average price, but but if you like Green Bay, you more so want to just take them with the 3 points to cover and win.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree.
For real value, but I couldn't you know what I mean. It's your bet, but money line, yeah, that could be a play too. I mean, overall, they should win, but are they going to cover the points? But if you're really confident in them, the points would be the way for more value. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. With Aaron Rodgers said out of his own mouth, it was an anomaly. We weren't supposed to lose, like he said, we weren't supposed to lose to the Saints, and he's guaranteeing he's not going to lose to teams he shouldn't lose to. So you saw how he beat the San Francisco 49ers in a very tough match. You saw that, right?
Yes. On the Sunday Night Football, yeah.
And a lot of people didn't even expect him to win that game.
And drive,
yeah. So I can only see what I can only imagine what he's going to do against this team. I think he wants to have a marquee game. You know, I know his boys are going to be in attendance. You know, he has his guys AJ Hawk and them. They're all in that area over there. You know, Pat McAfee. They're all in that Pittsburgh. They're all in that Midwest. They're all from that Midwest area over there. So a lot of those guys are really tight with Aaron. You know, he's on that show there. So expect Aaron to cover. I think Aaron should be able to handle business over there.
Yeah, in this game as well, there are some key injuries. So the running back for Cincinnati Bengals, who's been doing good so far, a guy named Joe Mixon, is suffered a low-grade ankle sprain last week late in the game in the win over Jacksonville. So we got to look out for that, right? And for the Green Bay Packers, Jair Alexander is in the secondary. He's a key guy for them. He also has a shoulder injury here, so we got to keep an eye on that if you want to bet. Those are key players, and if Joe Mixon is able to play, I don't know how much he'll be able to be effective for the Bengals because he's a running back and he has an ankle injury. But like I said, for me, I just think this is a trap game. It's one of these how do I say it? One of these typical NFL trap games where you see 2, 3, and 1 teams coming in. The Packers have been riding high. The Packers have won 3, and the Packers look like the Packers that they're supposed to be, and nobody pays attention to the Bengals. So just be careful from that angle. But should be a good one down there in Cincinnati. 1:00 start in the NFL.
Yep, I'm going to be looking forward to that. I think that's probably one of the top matchups of the day. People are going to be definitely paying attention to see what Aaron's able to do against them. We're going to go into another. This is basically the Battle of Florida right here, man. This is a rare game. We don't really see this game too often either, bro. Battle of Florida right here, bro. You're a Florida native. You already know. You're a Florida native, man. You already know, bro. Your roots are in Florida. Talk to them about this one. A lot of people are going to be watching this one.
I do got some connections down there in South Florida, and Miami Dolphins are traveling into Tampa Bay with a 1-3 record, coming off a loss once again at home to the Indianapolis Colts. And Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the defending Super Bowl champions, are coming off of a 2-point win over the New England Patriots in Foxborough. So now when I look at this game, why are the Patriots favored by 10 points? Why are the Buccaneers favored over by 10 points over the Miami Dolphins? Right now, at this very point in time, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers shouldn't be favored by 10 points over anyone because right now they have a banged-up secondary. Right now, Gronk is out for Tampa Bay. So when I look at this game, when I look at the NFL, I try to find value in the underdogs. A while ago, we brought up Detroit and Minnesota. There is no really value just because of the simple fact of the Lions and who they are as an organization and the franchise. But when I look at Miami, I think when I'm looking at this Miami team, it seems like they play a little bit better on the road than at home. Where it's kind of funny because they should be a team that at home have an advantage due to the humidity factor early off in the NFL season. But now when I look at some notes here, I like the Dolphins in this spot plus the points. I like the Dolphins for the fact that they are catching Tampa Bay coming off 2 previous big games. They were in LA and then they went to New England. And now they're back at home. They're settling with the wife, the kids, the family. Once again, it's another team that, who are the Miami Dolphins? We are going to take care of business easily. They're just the Miami Dolphins, right? So I see I can envision the Tampa Bay Bucks winning. But do they cover by margin? I don't really see it. So if you want to take Buccaneers on a money line and put them in a pool or a survivor pool contest, I wouldn't talk you off that. But the Dolphins are not a great team. So this is just my angle, the way I bet NFL. It would have to be the Dolphins or pass for me. But the Dolphins are terrible. And for people who like the Patriots and the -10, the Dolphins, here's a stat for you though. Only Houston and Atlanta have a worse points differential than the Dolphins, -47. The Dolphins are last in the NFL at converting third downs, and Tampa Bay last week stopped the Patriots 7 out of 9 times in such scenarios. So I know I'm saying the Dolphins, but that's just the way I bet. But Tampa Bay is a 10-point favorite because the odds makers feel like they are obviously way higher in the power rankings than the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, I agree with you, bro. I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay, but Tampa Bay does have a lot of injuries though.
Mm-hmm.
They got a lot of it. I don't know. Is Gronk playing?
No, he's out.
So they got a lot of guys that are out right now, man. With the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I'm just gonna pull out some of the marquee names that are out for Tampa Bay. Give me a second, but man, that team.
Once again, as well, Selector, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 3-1 against the spread.
Yeah,
at 75% in this early season.
Yep.
Whereas the Miami Dolphins, and when I give you the ATS spreads, I don't really try to like. Obviously, we kind of know if we're following the sport whose record is what, but I think the ATS records are more vital in what we're trying to do in finding value. So like teams sometimes have a good record, but maybe their against the spread record is not that great. So it's still early, but I'll just give you guys that statistic so we can know who is good as far as covering these numbers, right? So the Miami Dolphins are actually 1-3 against the spread. I think the only spread that they actually did cover was week 1 when they won 1 point over the New England Patriots. So if you're going to take the Dolphins, it's a thing where you just put your money, close your eyes, and hope for the best.
Yeah, I agree, bro. Like honestly, man, they got like Jason Pierre-Paul he's out, man. He's injured right now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So that's what I'm saying to you guys. It's another typical trap game that you got to be careful as far as the points is concerned. I don't think the Miami will go into Tampa Bay and come out with a victory. Yeah. But can they stay close, win by 9? I mean, can the Tampa Bay just look over them and say, you know what, we just want to play it calm, cool, and collective and win by maybe 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? You're getting a lot of points here, man. So if the Dolphins can keep it close and not win by lose by 10, then I see value in the Dolphins. But it's an ugly bet.
Yeah.
Also, the Tampa Bay is 9th in the NFL, 411 yards per game. They lead the league in passing, 327 yards per game. So the Dolphins secondary better show up and be ready. And as far as points per game, the Dolphins only have 15.5. They're damn near last in the NFL. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they are 5th in the NFL with 30.5 points a game. So if you want to transition to a total look, maybe if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers play calm, cool, and collective, maybe we see an under in this game as far as the total wise. With the total right now here is listed as 48. It did open up in this game, Miami and Tampa Bay. It did open up the total. Hold on, give me a quick second, at 47.5, and it's gone up to 48. But maybe, like I said, if the Tampa Bay wants to play conservative, maybe they come out with a 20-7 victory or a 23-10 type of victory, and that stays way under, right? Or even a Tampa Bay team total under. I think early in the week when I was looking at the sites, I think I had seen on 29 points. for Tampa Bay right now. It's 30. Like they're giving you right now on Bet365, 30.5 is what their average is so far in the season, over under team total. Maybe if Tampa Bay wants to play calm and cool, you can look at the under 30.5 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah, I agree with you still, man. I think Tampa's going to come up with the win, but as far as the total and the money line, I don't know, man. Like as I'm looking at it now, they just got too many injuries, man.
Yeah.
They got Pat O'Connor's gone. The defensive lineman is gone. He's injured. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even practice due to a calf injury. Rob Gronkowski's out. You know, he has multiple rib injuries. You see what I'm saying? They also have what's this guy's name over here? Winfried. He basically out last game. Antoine Winfield Jr. He was out after he suffered a concussion on Sunday. He's a safety.
Secondary's real banged up. They got Richard Sherman over there. He's a veteran.
They got Sherman over there. There's some guys who have like knick-knacky injuries, so don't even be shocked if I'm sure they're gonna play. But like, man, I don't know, man.
It's gonna be tough.
Like AB has a knee injury. You know what I mean? Giovanni Bernard has a knee injury as well. So it's like there's a lot of banged up guys all over that Buccaneers squad, man. Like, I don't know. Patrick O'Connor, like I said before. So Jamal Dean, he had limited practice participation because he had a knee injury. So it just seems like a lot of guys are banged up. Well, the Dolphins have several injuries as well. Like guys like Byron Johns is not going to be playing. He has a quad Achilles injury. You know, Brandon Jones as well, the safety over there. He's injured. Like I said, it's Tom Brady at the end of the day. Like you said, they did pick up Richard Sherman. I think Richard Sherman is going to have a pretty big game. I think this is one of those games where they're going to try to get that rhythm and that chemistry together as the defensive side goes, because the defensive side seems to be kind of iffy at that with injuries and just guys not really playing up to the level that expected from them. So we'll see though. But I expect Brady. Do you think Brady will torch them though? I can see him torching them though. There's a lot of Miami guys on that squad.
But yeah, like I just said, for me, why would they want to do that, right? They just played too meaningful. You know what I mean? Storyline. Like they went so far and lost to the Rams. That was one of the most watched games. And then obviously the big Sunday night, all the hype and the hoop play lolly and all this. So they went in there. They bounced back with a road victory. So they're coming off 2 back-to-back home games. Now they go into Tampa Bay back home. Do they really need to turn up against the Dolphins? Do they really care to turn up against the Dolphins? As long as a win is a win, right? Tom Brady's a veteran. He knows what to do. He knows the Dolphins. There also is another factor. Coach Brian Flores is a former Patriot, so he knows Brady as well. Maybe he has some schemes and strategies. I think it's a lot of points right now in this time in the season for Tampa Bay to be favored by 10 points. Jacoby Brissett, he is suspect. He's not the greatest quarterback of all at this point in his career. But all we're asking him is not to just stay within the margin, man. The Dolphins, like I said in the starting of this game on the breakdown, they do tend to play better on the road for me than they do at home. In their 4 games, they won in New England on the road. They went to overtime against the Raiders on the road, and they lost to the Bills, and they lost last week to the Colts at home. So maybe we see another good effort from the Miami Dolphins this week.
I agree with you still. We'll probably
but I do lean, and I don't know. I would either take the Dolphins plus the 10, or I would take Tampa Bay team total under 30.5 points.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna lean with Tampa just because it's Tom Brady, right? Like I'm not gonna do that, right? Doesn't make no sense. But there's a lot of banged up guys, but majority of the guys will play. But it's just a different team without Gronkowski out there, man.
Yeah. So do you think the Buccaneers will win by 10 or more?
Yeah, I think so. I think they should be able to cover on there. I think so.
So like a 40-17 type of win, eh?
Nah.
They do that. That's up and over the team total, and it's up over the total itself. So that means
I think they'll get 30. Maybe they'll hold
their average, right?
Down to like 17 or maybe 16 or something.
Yeah, their average is 30.5, so they could get there, but it's just on their game plan, and we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, and they need a big game too because man, they haven't really think about it. Their last 2 games have been pretty bad.
Yeah, offensively, yeah.
They need a big
I
game.
think the rain in that Tampa Bay New England game kind of messed up a lot of stuff too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
For
But
a passing offensive team like the Bucks, like the rain kind of.
The rain was that game was horrendous, man. That game was it was a tough watch, man. It was
with the rain and everything.
It was the only thing that kept people going was the hype around it, bro.
Yeah.
The hype even after it. But
I know the NFL schedule makers and all the publicists or whatever were not they planned it out well. They planned it out well as far as the Sunday night game, Brady being able to go back to his former stomping grounds and covered not covered, but clinched the all-time NFL passing record. Don't ask me how they end up finding a way to get it to end up falling in that
honestly,
right? But they can't predict Mother Nature, man.
I know. Damn, bro. Flip. No, you nailed it with that one, bro. So yeah, we'll go to the next one there, bro. We're gonna head over to the New England Patriots versus the Houston Texans. This one is a good one. I think New England should be able to cover on this one here.
No, I agree. The Patriots are coming off 2 losses, man. And the Bill Belichick, he's not used to losing as much as we're seeing him lose since Brady has left, right? Now, the Patriots, this is another high spread. This game opened up at, in my notes here, it opened up at -9 total. Also is a low total at 39.5. Because the Houston Texans, my friend, cannot score. And they might be in trouble this week as well because the Patriots are not too happy. And they want to get back on the winning side. The Patriots are 1-3 against the spread. The Houston Texans are 1-3 against the spread. Their only win and cover was against the lonely Jacksonville Jaguars in week 1. Houston, now quarterback is out. Tyrod Taylor's been out, and they're starting a rookie and Davis Mills. And Davis Mills, you're about to go up against a coach that's feast on rookie quarterbacks. So for me, it's a short handicap. Give me the Patriots minus the points, man. I do not see, even though the Patriots, you look at them and say, why are they being favored by so many points? What have they shown us to be favored by so much points? But the Houston Texans cannot score, and they're going to go up against a Bill Belichick defense that is upset. They want to win, man. They want to win. They're not a losing organization. Losing is not in their DNA, and they've lost 2 straight. 2 straight at home, by the way, right? They only beat the New York Jets. They lost a game that they should have won against the Dolphins, right?
And some argue they should have won that Tampa game as well.
Exactly.
That kick went through, or certain things, little things went through. They could have won that Tampa. They were the better team that night against Tom Brady.
Yeah, this game it's a no-brainer for me, to be honest. The Texans, brother, the Texans are averaging 4.5 points in their past 2 games. How are they going to compete against a New England Bill Belichick defense, brother? Yeah. This organization is a shit show, man. They're in trouble. The Houston Texans are right now in a disarray, man. And I do not I
don't understand why they don't just use Deshaun Watson. I don't understand. I would be like, you know what, we're paying you. Go out there and freaking play. I don't care.
Yeah, but he has some legal issues and stuff going on as well. You know what I mean?
That's the problem. So those legal issues.
He's still getting paid, and he doesn't want to play for them regardless. But they're in a tough situation because they cannot get rid of him because he's on the contract, and they can't really trade and get any value for him because of his legal situation until that is all settled.
That's the thing. I would have just played him. I don't care. I would have told him, hey, if you're not playing, you don't play. You don't play, you don't pay. We don't pay, you don't play. It's very simple. You don't play, we don't pay. Just like that, because.
But he's under contract, isn't he? Is it how
He's getting paid. He's a fourth stringer. They had him as fourth stringer. They had him working with the safeties.
That's what I'm saying. How can they have to pay him, right? Because he's under contract until they get
he's under contract, and it's a civil suit, so it's not criminal. So they can't get him on cause because there's not really, we don't know.
Exactly. So but the thing is, like I said, they can't trade him as yet until that is settled. So they have to, they have to pay him.
And let's be real, that might not be that. They might have to keep him until the end of this year, bro. He might not. He'll be probably on that roster until next year.
Yeah, and the Patriots overall in this series against the Houston Texans are their 10-3 record in this series. Despite losing the last 2 games to the Houston, they've been they have dominated this team in the past. I don't see how the Patriots lose or even not cover against.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I could see a 20-3 type of score or 21-7. Remember, I just said they're averaging 4.5 points in the last 2 games. This is an NFL football team here, guys, and they're only averaging a 4.5 points in 2 games. They're in trouble. Houston, not a problem.
Facts. I agree, bro. Like this team is toast, man. Listen, this is easy money right here. If just put your money out on the Patriots. Every betting man should be able to put their money on the Patriots to cover on the spread. I think they'll even cover on the total. I think they'll cover on the total as well. I think Bill Belichick will try to make a statement. I think he needs a statement with his defense, like a shutout, like style.
Yeah, I can see that too. That correlates a Patriots money line and under, a Patriots -8 and under. Unless the Texans show something different, I don't see how they score against this Patriots defense. Nothing is guaranteed in the sports betting, and nothing is a lock per se.
That's right.
But this might be the closest thing to it.
And I think for Mac Jones, I think he needs an offensive, this might be his offensive game where he could just throw up, crazy amounts of points and just because let's be real, the Texans defense isn't going to touch Bill Belichick and Josh McDaniels over there. So I think honestly, I think the money line, I think just as a whole, I think the Patriots are just a safe bet. They're going out to Houston. They're going to take care of business. Houston's probably preparing for the draft right now at this point because unless they can go and pull out a big marquee fish, but good luck. You know what I mean? You're gonna if anything, they might want to try to call Aaron Rodgers and give him the Godfather deal. You see what I'm saying? Because that's the only way you have to give him the GOAT deal, basically, where you give him the keys to the franchise and he picks everybody he wants and he makes the phone calls and he gets the Tom Brady style deal because there's no way the Houston Texans are gonna be able to do anything right now. You got to start, you know what I mean? This team is a mess, man. This team is a mess, man. It's a mess. The whole Deshaun Watson situation, that whole situation there is even a mess too, man. And totally. Freaking massages.
When we look at the we give some statistics on the Texans offense here.
Yeah. Shoot that out.
They're 31st in the league in total yards, 276 a game. Passing yards, 29th. They only pass 180 yards per game. In rushing, they're 26th in the league, 83 yards per game. They only score 16.8 points per game, 28th in the NFL. They are a horrible defense. I don't even need to give you the statistics. Sorry for that. It opened up at -9. You see a little money coming in on the Texans, I would say, because it's now at -8. It's just maybe because it's kind of like a large spread, and people are going to argue why is Mac Jones and the Patriots being favored by so many points. But I don't really think you should factor it on Mac Jones and the offense. You should look at it as they're being favored because the fact that Bill Belichick is going to be facing, obviously not himself, but his defense, he's a defensive coach, is going to be facing a rookie quarterback after losing 2 straight games. It's Patriots for me, man.
Yeah, Patriots all day, every day, man. When it comes to that matchup right there, bro. If Bill Belichick folds this, man, Bill Belichick just got to start looking himself in the mirror and being like, yo, is it for me? Because,
definitely. There will definitely be noise in it. That's a good point too, man, because in NFL, nothing is promised. If they do lose this game, there's something definitely wrong in New England, and it may not just be the rookie quarterback on their end too, because we do have 2 rookie quarterbacks in this game. It's not only just Danny Jones, but I don't see how Patriots would fumble this type of loss.
Yeah, they're not fumbling this one. We're gonna go right to the New Orleans Saints versus the Washington football team. Oh man, this one, bro. This one, man. This one's tough, man. Say what you want, man, but this one is tough, man.
Yeah, this is another game. This is another tough game.
This is a tough because I don't know what I'm getting from the Saints. Some nights they look really good. Some nights they just I don't know, man. So far they're 2-2 right now.
Yep. So for me, go ahead.
Yeah, and it's like their 2-2 is like, man, it's like I don't know, man. This team is very unpredictable, and the Washington football team, they got Taylor Heineke running the quarterback, and I still don't know who Taylor Heineke really is, man. But I still don't know, man. Like this guy's a mystery man to me, bro. This one's a tough one, man. What's your take on this, man?
Well, now when I look at this game, this is another, like I said, it's a tough one. You got two teams who are coming into to this matchup at I want to say 2-2. You know, they're both 2-2 as far as their record, and they're also 2-2 against the spread. All right, so far in this early NFL season. Now, the Saints, personally, I have a future bet that they're not going to win more than 8.5 games. So I have it under 8.5. Some people got it at 9.5 early on before we found out that Winston would have been the starting quarterback. Now, the Saints, I don't believe in Jameis Winston. He is now going to go on the road to Washington after losing a game where they should have won, arguably, against the Giants. They lost in overtime. But their offense hasn't been that great as far as in the passing. Now, when we look at the New Orleans Saints, they are 21st in the league. 29th in the league with yards per game, 289 per game. This is pretty low. They're not doing too much on offense, right? They do have a great coach in Sean Payton, though. And passing yards, James Winston there's only 144 passing yards per game. So it shows you that Payton is trying to be conservative with Winston because he's prone to turn over the ball. But when it comes to rushing the ball with Alvin Kamara over there, they're 7th in the league with 132.8 yards per game rushing the ball with Alvin Kamara. They do have Tyson Hill, I think his name is, the backup quarterback. So they're good at pounding the ball as far as running. But it's their defense that has been keeping them in the games. They're number 2 in the league with giving up 66 yards per game. So you can't run on the Saints, right? When I look at this game, I like the Washington football team just for the fact that they're going to be at home, and I think that their defense might start kicking after a nice win. They wanted to win that game last week for their coach, who I think there's reports or something. Don't quote me, but I think they were saying that he recovered from cancer or something like that. Ron Rivera. So they want to win that game, and they end up pulling out that win. And sometimes for a team like the Washington football team, you need wins like that, right? So Washington, they had to come back last week against Atlanta, and the Giants, they lost. The Giants, they beat the Saints 21 after the Saints were up 21-10, and they gave it all up and lost in overtime. Alvin Kamara, he ran for 120 yards last week, but they couldn't get the W. Right now, when I like Washington plus the points. I just like the underdog angle. I like a team coming off a great win on the road, and now they're coming back at home. They're coming back home. The offense, like I just said, for the New Orleans Saints is pretty weak, brother. So I like the Saints, the Washington football team and their defense to probably wake up and make some noise. They were a great defense last season. This season so far, they're not that great, but it's still early, right? So I'd have to be Washington for me.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Washington as well, just because I think Washington is kind of. Oh man, see, this one's tough, man. Just because I'm still not too sure about this. I don't know about this Taylor Heineke guy. Like, I don't know what his repertoire is. I don't know what his capabilities are. And when I watch him, it's kind of like wishing, like he played an amazing game against, like he played an amazing game when he played against Tampa in the playoffs. And then like he plays a thriller versus the Falcons. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then it's like, I don't know. Okay, he does lose to what's this guy's name over here at Buffalo? Josh Allen. I get it, Josh Allen's a beast, right? Like, okay.
Yeah, they're
And then
outnumbered.
yeah, and then he loses to what's this guy, the rookie of the year last year? What's his name over here? Justin Herbert. So you know what? He did play better competition at that standpoint. He has beaten the teams he's supposed to beat. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'll give him that. Like, you're supposed to beat Atlanta. You're supposed to beat the Giants. I think, you know what? I think, you know what? I'm going to go with Washington on the safe side just because I don't know what I'm getting from the Saints as well. Saints are iffy. I'll go with Washington to for the spread over the total and the total. I don't know. I think I'm going to leave that one alone. The money line, I'm going to leave that one alone as well too, because you know what? I know if they don't win this, their schedule gets even worse, bro. They get the Chiefs and then they get the Packers, so they need this win.
Oh, that's what the next two opponents are.
Yeah, so they need this is like a win they have to get because yo, bro, they're about to enter the tornado, bro. Then they get the Broncos, then they get Tampa, bro. And then they get the Panthers, they get the Seahawks, the Raiders. They got Cowboys. Bro, they're going into the freaking tornado, man. They're going into the belly of the beast, man. Yeah, they got a tough schedule, man. So they're gonna see literally Eagles. Yeah. They're seeing some tough teams, man, and some teams that are hungry too. So they got to get this win. I think this is a very important win for Washington football team. I have Washington covering on the spread. I think they should be able to handle business here against the Saints. As far as the total goes, I don't know, man. I'm gonna leave that one alone. And the money line, I'll leave that alone. I think this is just a game where they need to win. The Saints are no joke. There's not going to be no walk in the park, right? The Saints have a really good coach. Jameis Winston is kind of he's like hot and cold, but like if he gets hot, man, he can torch the team. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a tough one, man. The Saints got a good defense, though. You see what I'm saying? They do. They have a really good defense, so I think their defense will be able to contain them. Taylor Heineke needs to put points up. I think they should be able to get this one.
Yeah, last week, one quick stat. Our guy Heineke there, he threw the ball last week. I just had it here. Sorry, man, things glitching. I want to tell you what he did last week as far as statistics. Last week against the Atlanta Falcons, he threw 3 touchdowns for 330 yards, and he was 290 yards. He was 23 of 33 attempts, Tyler Heineke, with 3 touchdowns for 290 yards. So he did pretty exceptional, and they have a fighter's chance here in this game. I think two teams who are 2-2, who are trying to get back on the right. Well, the Saints are trying to get back on the winning side of things. The Falcons with a great win last week. I mean, the Washington football team with a great win over the Falcons at the Falcons last week. Are looking to win 2 in a row before they go into a hostile schedule. I like the spot for the Washington football team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're going to move on to the next one right there. I think we're going to go straight to that next game, which is, I think it's going to be a cool one. I think this one's going to be a cool one. The Philadelphia Eagles versus the Carolina Panthers, man. Philly, man, I don't know, man. What's your take on Philly, bro? Just, I feel for that guy, Jalen Hurts, man.
Now, yeah, man, this is a game, man. I don't really have too much on it, but I know that the Philadelphia Eagles have overall they have came out and played. Their offense hasn't been that bad overall. Like they just find themselves in some tough predicaments. Like they get down into the short yard feel of the game when they get into like the red zone area there, and then they have penalties or they just can't convert on 4th downs, and sometimes that's all that it takes to get over the hump and get a win, right? So they've also have a tough schedule. They played the Chiefs, they've played the Cowboys, 49ers. You know what I mean? They're 1-3 on the season as far as their record. If we find their against the spreads records here, I'm gonna pull it up. They may be 1-3 as well. They got blown out by the Chiefs. They got blown out by the Cowboys. Their offense, if they can just fix a few errors in here and there, maybe they could keep it close or even pull out the upset against the Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers also started off 3-0. So the Philadelphia are 1-3 against the spread, by the way. Carolina is 3-1. They started off 3-0. But they lost last week to the Cowboys, and they got actually blown out. Like the Cowboys put up about 36 points on them, I want to say. So like the Panthers are looking to bounce back after a loss to show people that yeah, we lost, but we're still a good team and we want to be known as a defensive team. But when I see this match, I don't really have a side that I would choose. Some of my notes here, man, it's a tough game for me to decide or even to pick a side.
Yeah,
I would say one thing I would say that I think the Eagles need this win more than the Panthers. The division they're in is pretty awful overall. You know what I mean, in the NFC East. But the Eagles they need a win here, man. I think they won only that first game of the season, I want to say.
yeah, that's
Right?
it.
Yeah, that's it. And now the Washington is 2-2. They might come out with a win. We were just talking about the game. And the Giants, we haven't gone over them yet, but they play the Cowboys. So this is a perfect spot for the Eagles to try to come out with a win. But yeah, it's tough, man. I don't really have too much on this game either. I think it opened up as the Panthers -4. Now they're giving them 3? They're favored by 3, the Panthers. So it's a key number in the NFL. The Panthers could win by. The Panthers could win by a field goal, and you push, you get your money back. You take the Eagles. It would for me. I just like I said, I think the Eagles probably need this more. So if I had to bet it, I'd take the Eagles. But and then like I said, they played a tough schedule. I had a little bit of belief in the Panthers in the beginning, but it didn't show too much effort against the Cowboys, especially after short rest the week before they played and they won against Houston. They had 10 days off to prepare and they did not show up. So
yeah,
man.
Yeah, man. I think, man, I want the Eagles to win this, but yo, honestly, I just saw the Eagles have a terrible O-line.
Yeah.
So this guy's literally like he doesn't have the support that he needs.
And they have the second worst run defense as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Carolina Panthers, bro, just because they're the hotter team. They're the hotter team, man. They're the hotter team. I think they're gonna take care of business. I think they'll cover the spread. As far as the total goes, I think they should be able to cover on the total as well, bro. The Carolina Panthers. This isn't Carolina too. This is a home game. Listen, this is not no knock on Jalen Hurts or anything like that. I like Jalen Hurts a lot, but I think it's just the cards that were laid upon him. You know what I mean? The cards that were presented to the guy. Yeah. So I'm gonna go with Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, McCaffrey is out, and McCaffrey is out, and the Eagles have the worst rushing defense in the NFL.
Yeah.
So if you're a guy that like the bets props, Chuba Hubbard, the backup running back, might have a day here. You wanna look at some props. Let me pull it up on here on my side here, and I see props, player props right now for rushing yards. Chuba Hubbard, interesting name, is he's not even listed here right now. I don't see him, so we don't even have that for him right now in this Eagles match. I was gonna probably look for his rushing yards, but they don't have him up. So if they do have him up tomorrow, I'd probably try to look and see what value you could find for the rushing yards for Chuba Hubbard, but I don't see it as right now currently. So, but for me, you like Panthers here, eh?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the Panthers. 3-1 right now, right?
Yeah, they are 3-1 and 3-1 against the spread. They started off the season 3-0, but they did play some weak opponents and they lost to Dallas on the road. They're back home. I just think for me, the Eagles probably need this game more than the Panthers. They had a tough schedule as well. So
the thing is, will they get it though? That's the thing. Will the Eagles? Because you know what, Carolina, like it seems like Carolina is finding their own like.
Well, they just gave up 36 points to the Eagles. To the Cowboys last week, and the Cowboys dominated the Eagles the week before, so the Carolina could reverse it and dominate the Eagles too.
I swear to you, Carolina got the fucking easiest schedule, bro. Like you don't even be surprised if they make it to the playoffs, bro. Like that's how this is not a playoff team, ladies and gentlemen. But they'll be surprised if they make it to the playoffs. Like they have some of the most easiest teams they have to deal with. Like their toughest opponent will probably be like Carolina. If they really wanted to, Carolina could potentially freaking lose. Like they could probably lose like four or five games, or maybe six games. This team has potential to go to the play. This team, just because their schedule, they should be able to make it to the playoffs. I don't know. I think Carolina should be able to get this job done. I just don't see it with the Eagles, man. I don't know, man. Eagles need it badly, just to say. And Jalen Hurts needs this because Jalen Hurts, man. You're in Philadelphia. You're like in one of the toughest cities, man. They're freaking tough over there, man. Like, bro, they'll dispose you real quick, man. I see some of those Philadelphia shows on even on YouTube and stuff, man. Bro, the way they were even talking about him when Carson Wentz went down or when Carson Wentz was playing like ass, it was like they wanted to get rid of all these guys. So I'm just like, I don't know. Philadelphia fans think in their eyes, they like, I don't know. They're spoiled. They got the Super Bowl and now they think everything is.
Yeah, you do have a point there. The last time these two teams, well, their series record, currently, as I see here in my notes, the Eagles lead the series 7-5. The last time they met was in 2018 on October 21st. The Eagles beat them in Philadelphia, 21-17.
Yeah.
So maybe the Panthers will want a little bit of revenge.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what transpires, bro. We're gonna get straight to that next one, man.
It's the last 1 o'clock game.
Yeah, so we're gonna go to the Eagles versus Raiders, man. I mean, the Bears versus Raiders.
Bears versus Raiders.
This is easy work, man. Give me the Raiders, man. Well, you know what?
I like the Raiders too.
The Raiders are facing some controversy right now, ladies and gentlemen. So I don't know if their coach, what's gonna happen with their coach, if he's gonna sit the game out or he's gonna play.
Oh yeah, I didn't hear about that in my what's going on with them.
This guy, this emails of Gruden, John Gruden, racially attacking or racially abusing, sending out racial abusive emails in 2011 that surfaced. The NFL has him against the NFLPA. So I don't know what's going to happen with John Gruden, but supposedly it's not good. I don't know if he's going to face disciplinary or what the situation is. But he sent out. They resurfaced and against Demarice Smith, I guess NFLPA guy, back in 2011, he sent out racially abusive emails towards him, or about him or whatever. But basically, I don't know if he's going to be playing. I don't know what's going to happen with John Gruden. I don't know what's going to happen. So this is not good. This is not good for the team.
Well, when I look at my notes here, that's interesting too. I didn't know that, man. The Raiders are 3-1 against the spread in this early season.
Yeah.
The Chicago Bears are just 1-3 against.
1-3, and
sorry, they're 2-2. Sorry,
2-2, and so got his gig. He got the starting gig. So, what's his kid's name over here? What's this guy's name? Justin Fields. Yeah. So he got announced as a starting quarterback. Regardless of the controversy or not, I do like the Raiders to win this. I think the Raiders will cover. I think Raiders are one of the most underrated teams so far early in the season. I think they're one of the. I like what I see from the Raiders over there. I like the Raiders. I like Derek Carr. Justin Fields is too green, but he's playing good. He got their victories for them. Salute to Justin Fields. Now, keep up the good work, young fella. If you could win this, I'll be happy for you. But I think just as a betting man, bro, I think the Raiders should be able to cover on the spread. Not to say anything's wrong with Chicago, but the Raiders should be able to cover on the spread. The Chicago team is not a team that. Well, okay, we'll go into and the over under. I think the Raiders will cover on the under as well, bro. What's your take on that?
Yeah, like you said, I have to agree with you. I like the Bears I like the Raiders. Sorry, minus the 5.5 here in Las Vegas. They're coming off their first loss. Our guy here, Derek Carr, who was leading the NFL with 1,399 yards per passing, is coming off his first loss. Like I just said, they're 3-1 against the spread. The Bears are 2-2 against the spread. It has to be Raiders Raiders are nothing for me. Fields time, right? We got Fields who's gonna be he got the news that he's gonna be continuing to start throughout the NFL season. But the Bears are banged up, man. They're banged up and they're banged up. Some key players are out there. They could be missing two key players actually. David Montgomery, who is their running back with a knee injury, he is out indefinitely, so he is going to be out. Defensive tackle Akeem Hicks' status is questionable because of a groin injury, and they both got injured last week. Montgomery is a key player for the Bears, and without him, you're gonna have to really depend on Fields. It's going to be tough going for them in Las Vegas, man. The Raiders, they've been plagued by slow starts this season, but they have a powerful offense, and they have a quarterback right now that, like I just said, is leading the league in passing. When we look at some statistics here, the Raiders overall in the NFL offense per game are fifth in the NFL with 430 yards per game. They're second in the NFL in passing with 326, with their quarterback leading the league in passing yards, right? Their rushing is not that great, but they can put up points because they're top 10 with 26 points per game. It has to be Raiders again, like I said, for me, minus the 5.5 in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yep, I agree with you, bro. Fuck, this is gonna be a good one, though. I'm definitely gonna be paying attention to this game, bro. I think this is a game I'm definitely gonna be putting some bread down.
Also another step, right? Quick, sorry to cut you out, selector.
Yeah.
The Bears, they have a weak offensive line, and
Yeah.
they definitely will have their hands full with Yannick Ngawi and Max Crosby, who are tied for second in the NFL with 13 quarterback hits. So Justin Fields, you better have on your ribs, your rib protection, and your pads on very tight, because expect a lot of hits this week against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yep. We're gonna go right to that next one right there. The next one we got is the New York Giants versus the Dallas Cowboys. Easy breezy. It's a rivalry right here. We already know what it is with these two teams, division rivalry. But you already know what it is. I got my money on the Dallas Cowboys to cover. I don't give a crap what anyone says. I think the Cowboys are going to take care of business. -7. I think Dak Prescott is having a resurgence, bro. He's starting to form. He's starting to come into his own, and we're starting to see it, right? The Cowboys are what, 3-1 now?
Yeah, 3-1. Yeah.
3-1 right now. So hey, man, people are even chattering, hey, Dak Prescott might be MVP. So that those talks are already starting to start whispering in the NFL grapevines. So I think they should be able to cover. The New York Giants, what are they? 2-2 or 1-3?
They are. I'm gonna tell you right now. I think they are 1-3. They got their first win last week. Yeah.
Last week versus that squad over there. So
the Saints.
Yeah, the Saints. So I'm gonna go with the the Cowboys. The Cowboys should be able to take care of business. The Cowboys need this win. The Cowboys, they paid Dak that money. Dak, this is what you do. Teams like this, handle your business. Go out there and make some money for the guys. You see what I'm saying? This team shouldn't even be able to see you. So go out there, take care of your business, brother. Handle yours, get this victory, and move on to the next week. You see what I'm saying? Very simple. Get this victory, move on to next week. Because let's be real, the Cowboys have the next 3 games are pretty. The Cowboys got some easy ones, bro.
Yeah,
bro. They got next. They got the Patriots. They got the Vikings. They got the Broncos. They got the Falcons. Then they finally see the Chiefs. So they should be able to get. They should go on a win streak.
Yeah, for me, this game is.
If you think about it, they lost to the They haven't lost since their first game.
Yeah, you're right.
They should go on a straight up nice win streak, just to separate themselves and give Jerry Jones some, some leeway. You get what I'm saying?
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. So, what's your take on that? As far as the money line goes, I don't know. I'm going to stay away from that. I'm not going to touch that. I don't know. It's the Cowboys we're talking about too. So
there's no real value in the money line.
Yeah,
the Cowboys
exactly.
-315. You'd have to lay 315 to get back $100. But
the
Cowboys, Man, they're looking impressive, man. The Cowboys are really looking like a top 4 or 5 team in the NFL at this current moment.
Yeah.
The Cowboys are the only team in the NFL so far to remember I touched on earlier against the spread statistics. They are 4-0. So if you want to say Arizona is the only undefeated team so far as record, but against the spread, the Dallas Cowboys are 4-0. In this matchup against their divisional rival, the New York Giants, the Dallas Cowboys have won 12 of the past 16 meetings with the Giants. It's Cowboys or nothing for me in this game. The Cowboys lead. No, sorry, they're third in the league in offensive yards per game with 432. They pass top 15. They're 14th in the NFL with 255 yards a game, which is pretty decent. As far as rushing, they have that double duo right now with Pollard and Zeke, right? So they're running the ball 165 yards per game, second in the NFL. Points 31.5 a game, fourth in the NFL. This is a powerful offense, ladies and gentlemen. The Cowboys are sixth in the NFL, only allowing 81 yards per game when you want to rush on them. So Saquon Barkley will not have a easy outing per se, in my opinion, if the statistics are real. So, like I said, it's Cowboys minus the touchdown for me. It is a divisional game. Sometimes I don't want to lay that many points, but the Giants may be a little bit too happy off of a win that they kind of should have never won that game, even though I wanted them to win that game. They won in overtime against the Saints. Now they go to the Cowboys, back-to-back road games. They do play better on the road, mind you. They play with more effort, I think, when they're away from the Meadowlands, the Giants. That being said, I don't see how they can stop this Cowboys train right now. They are playing exceptional. They found something here with their defense. They're playing real great. They have a guy named I want to say his name is Trayvon Diggs. Is it? He's leading the lead with 5 interceptions, and this team is impressive. It has impressed me so far, and I would have to say Cowboys or nothing for me in this game.
Yeah, I'm like I agree with you on that one, bro. We're gonna get right to that next one, bro. Cowboys should be able to take care of business. If they don't, bro, then bro, they're in trouble. We're gonna go to a good one. This might be. Oh, actually, no. This isn't the match. This isn't the night of the match of the night. I thought it was, but remember, we have to take in consideration Jimmy G is injured, so Trey Lance will be starting in this game.
Yes.
So this is not the match, the game of the night. This would have been one of the games of the night, but Jimmy G is not playing. So we're gonna go straight to this one. Like I said, Arizona's right now. We're looking at probably the MVP of the 2021 NFL season right now with Tyler Murray. So where do I even start, bro? Tyler Murray's cooking, bro.
Kyler Murray, man.
Kyler Murray, sorry. Kyler Murray. I'm like Tyler. Kyler Murray is cooking. Yeah. He is cooking. He's going up against a rookie quarterback. Bro, expect Kyler Murray to cover on the spread. Expect him to cover on the total. We're looking at probably the best player in the NFL right now. Hands down. Nobody can argue that. This guy's playing out of this world right now. He's playing out of this world. This team is undefeated, the Arizona Cardinals, if I'm not mistaken, right?
No, you are right. Yeah, they are.
Yep, they are undefeated. So this team is this the only undefeated team in the NFL, I think.
They are, yeah.
Yep. So Cliff Kingsbury has the guys playing. They got J.J. Watt there. They got some A.J. Green, DeAndre Hopkins, bro. Come on. They got tons of talent on this team. Chandler Jones, you know what I mean? They got tons of talent, bro. Chase Edmonds. They got guys, bro. And I like this team a lot, bro. I'm picking all day Arizona Cardinals to cover. Arizona cover on the spread and the total, bro. What's your take?
Okay, when we look at this game and open up at the this earlier this week, the Cards favored by 5.5. The total is at 50 right now. They are favored by the same, or yes, 5.5, but the total is went down to 48.5. Like El Selector just said, Jimmy G will be out with a calf injury, and the rookie Trey Lance will be starting. This is a game, divisional game. Both teams are coming off loss. No, sorry. What am I saying? The 49ers are coming off a loss where they were up. They dominated that game for mostly the first half of that game, and they still end up finding a way to lose to the Seattle Seahawks. So they have lost 2 in a row now. They have lost to the Green Bay Packers, and they have lost to the Seattle Seahawks. The Arizona Cardinals, on the other hand, like El Selector just mentioned, are dominating. They are 4-0. They are another team that are playing exceptional, fellas. They and ladies. They are first in the NFL with 454 yards per game. They are fourth in the NFL with passing, 304 yards per game. They are sixth in the NFL with rushing the ball, 136.5 yards per game. First in the NFL with 35 points per game. This is a dominant offense, and the 49ers are going to be running into a team that looks to be going all the way and looks to have high hopes for their NFL season. But the one thing that we have to remember that this is a divisional game. The 49ers see that they do not want to lose 3 in a row. They have to go into Arizona with all guns blazing because this is a divisional matchup and they are in a tough NFC West division. They look ahead next week. They don't have a game. Next week is the first week of buys. So they can go all out and be aggressive and try to do what they want to do as far as game planning and doing things to get over the hump to get this win because they're not playing next week. They're on a bye. But it's going to be tough with the rookie quarterback Trey Lance. But one thing, the Cardinals, they've been playing dominant, but are they going to not look down on their opponent because it is a division matchup, but are they going to get caught off guard because you don't really have too much film to really watch on Trey Lance? This is going to be a very, very fascinating game to watch down there in Arizona this Sunday. Like we said, the Cardinals, even though they're undefeated, they are 3-1 against the spread. Whereas the 49ers, they are 1-3. I want to say, sorry, they are hold on. Yeah, they are 1-3 against the spread. In this matchup, they here the Cards are 5-1 and 1 push against the spread in the last 7 meetings. But on the other hand, when the Niners have traveled, and mind you, they did play the 49ers in Arizona the bottom half of the season because of some COVID reasons why they had to leave their home stadium in San Francisco, something like that last year. So they kind of are familiar with the stadium as far as the sidelines and you know what I mean. They were playing there as a home team last year. So they are 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 road matches, right? But it's gonna be difficult to see Lance keeping up with Murray. So it's a tough game for me, but maybe like for me, like Al Selector said, the Cardinals might advance to be 5-0. If I had to pick a side, I would probably lean early in the game. Maybe due to the fact that we don't know what Kyle Shanahan for the 49ers coach, what is he gonna come out with Lance doing? Like, you know what I mean? He might try to catch them off guard, some trick plays in the first quarter. Maybe we see a first quarter type, like if you guys want to bet first quarter, maybe we see the 49ers win the first quarter or keep. I think that right now, if I look on the odds here on Bet365 for the first quarter, they're giving the 49ers 2.5 points. Maybe you want to take plus 2.5 for the first quarter, but I don't really see the 49ers winning this game. To cut it short, it's going to be a tough sled for the rookie quarterback going into Arizona, even though the team itself may be familiar with the surroundings or whatnot. The quarterback won't be. So it's going to be tough for him. And first quarter, maybe 49ers, Arizona on the money line. No, there's no value. Arizona minus the 5.5 full game. I don't see the 49ers giving Arizona their first loss this week. I can't see it.
I agree, bro. I agree 100% with you. Bro, Arizona's the hottest team in the league right now. Once I saw them beat up on the Rams, I was like, okay, this team is a problem, straight up and down. I don't.
Do we have any injury? Do we have any key? Yeah, we know Jimmy G's out. I think they have the 49ers have Norman, who should be coming back. Maybe can help with Hopkins or AJ Green, but he's still gonna be banged up.
Yeah.
Debo Samuel has been leading the league, I think, in receiving for the 49ers, but just trying to see where you can find some value in the 49ers, but it's going to be hard, man. It's going to be really hard.
I agree, bro. So we're going to get straight to that next one, B. Okay. This is the marquee match, bro. This is the game of the night, bro. This is
we reached that point.
Yeah. This is the game of the night. This is the creme de la creme. This is like, yo, this is it right here, bro. I think this is the mother load.
It is it.
And yo, I'm going to go out a limb. And I like this matchup, and I'm going to say straight up and down, I have the Buffalo Bills covering at +3. Buffalo seems to be the more consistent team this season. I believe Josh Allen has an axe to grind with Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. He wants to prove that he is the premier quarterback, and he's the better quarterback, and he wants to show, and he wants to start differencing himself and pushing himself away from the other crop of quarterbacks that are there. And what better game not to do it when the Kansas City Chiefs been showing vulnerability post Super Bowl going into this season than against Buffalo going up against them and showing and continuing to add to that. So I have the Buffalo Bills covering +3 on this matchup. I think they're going to come up and they're going to get that victory. And a lot of the odds makers have Buffalo winning this as well. On the total, I still think Buffalo can cover on the total as well. Kansas City's defense looks atrocious. You see what I'm saying? Their defense is straight ass, in my opinion. I think they only have two marquee guys in offense, and it's becoming very, 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 very predictable. Once you take out Tyreek Hill and you take out what's his name over here? The tight end. What's his name? Kelsey.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take out Kelsey.
Travis Kelce.
Yeah, Travis Kelce. People are like, oh, but they have the wide receiver, Watson. Is that his name? Watson? What's his name again?
Oh, Watkins. Sammy Watkins.
Sammy Watkins. Bro, Sammy Watkins is not that good. So I think they're going to cover, bro. And I even like them on the money line as well, too, bro. I think they're going to cover. I think Buffalo overall is good because they can do the shootout. They can do the straight up shootout. But that defense on Buffalo is really good, too. What's your take on that?
Man, this is a great game, and this is a game I'm really looking forward to. And being that it is a long weekend up here in Canada, nobody really has to really go to work as per se, so we can watch this, stay up late, have a drink or two. You know what I mean? This game right here is the one I'm waiting for to see, and this game right here is without a doubt the game of the day, and it could be probably the game of the year. And El Selector took all the words out of my mouth. If you like the Bills money line, take them. If you like the Bills +2.5, take them. If you like the Bills +3, take them. The Bills are the bet here for me, not just because the Kansas City Chiefs has been asked as far as their defense. It's because the Bills are looking for revenge. The Bills are being overlooked. The Bills are coming to play. The Bills are my best bet of the week, and the Bills should win and cover. The Bills are playing exceptional for people. The Bills have dominated all their opponents except for the Pittsburgh Steelers, where they lost and they got caught off guard. They should have won that game, but if we flash back to when I was last on the show, I had Pittsburgh with the points in that game, just for the fact that was the first game of the year, and Pittsburgh got embarrassed in the playoffs, and they wanted to show that they are the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's neither here or there. Now we're talking about Chiefs and Bills. The Bills, they're 3-1, right? Or better through the first 4 games for the third straight season with their new coach. I have some quotes here from their Sean McDermott. He say, you know that I'm sure we have a core of group of players that were there and can take what happened in that experience and learn from it. Talking about the loss to the Chiefs in the AFC Championship last year. He also said, it's about the only thing that will impact this game. But because that game was X amount of time ago and they're a different team and we're a different team. So he's basically saying they're not really worrying about the past. even though they know in the back of their mind that they want to win because of what happened, right? The Bills have dominated their last 3 opponents. Mind you, they were subpar opponents, but they did what they're supposed to do. They dominated them. They shut out 2 teams, guys, in the last 4. They shut out the Dolphins and they shut out Houston in the last 2 out of their 3 games, bro. That is exceptional. The only team I read something, and I'm gonna bring it up to you real quick. A stat that I seen. The Bills. Okay, where's my little note here, man? Sorry. The Bills. The only team, okay, they've become the 3rd team in the NFL history to post 2 shutouts in their first 4 weeks of the season. The other 2 teams to do that, ladies and gentlemen, are the Baltimore Ravens in 2000, the Washington Redskins when they were the Redskins in 1991, and they both went on to win the Super Bowl. This is an explosive offense, right? That has hung 35 plus points in each of their last 3 weeks. That is a amazing stat. 35 plus points in each of the last 3 weeks, and they are giving us points with the Bills. What has the Kansas City Chiefs defense shown you to be a favorite right here? Even though they have Mahomes and an exceptional offense, it should be a high scoring game as well. But the Bills, man, the Bills are showing me a lot. They're impressive, man. If I give you a stat right here on the Kansas City's defense, it's not great, guys. They have allowed 29 points or more in every game this season.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Kansas City Chiefs is not good at this moment. The Bills are look to show you on Sunday night and the world that they are a team that maybe you're gonna have to this game for the Chiefs are gonna want to really win this game too, because the Chiefs know that if they go down to the Bills now, they've lost to the Bills, and if it comes down to like tie-breaking situations, stuff like that, they may not even be able to have home field. So they're gonna probably want to try to beat the Bills, but I see the Bills going in here, and it could even be a blowout, guys. The Bills are not gonna come to play with the Chiefs. It could go over the total. I see the Bills winning. It's gonna be a very, very great game. I can't wait to watch this game, honestly. And I do have the Bills as my best bet, man. And Josh Allen, you have Stephon Diggs, you have Emmanuel Samuels. He's taken over the John Brown's role in the Buffalo's offense. But otherwise, man, it's gonna be a great game, man. I can't wait to watch it, honestly. And I like the Bills. That's my best bet of the week. Also, one quick stat. I know I want to sound long-winded, but the Chiefs have just covered 3 guys of their last 15 point spreads for what it's worth. So you don't want to really seem like, okay, you want to just pile on a bag of shit on the Chiefs. The Chiefs are still a great team. They have one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, a great coach. They're going to be in Arrowhead Stadium. You know what I mean? But I just like the time and the spot and the scenario and all this stuff that the Chiefs are the wrong side as being favored, and you're giving me points with a Bills team. I got to take it.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. People need to come to the realization, man. The Chiefs, they're getting too predictable. They virtually have to outscore you. They have to outscore you, man. Like, that's the only way they're winning games. They literally have to. You can't in the NFL. No disrespect, but like, bro, you're not winning games by trying to score 30 points on your opposition. That's not how you win NFL games. And then that's basically what they come from behind or try outscoring. Like, come on, man. Buffalo's the more complete team, and Buffalo can score now. Buffalo's shutting out teams. Buffalo is not playing. Buffalo's handling business. And that's why we got our money on the Bills.
And the Chiefs could be dead. They could be arguably without a win if the Browns never self-destructed in week 1.
Exactly.
Last week against the Eagles in Philadelphia, I kind of had a good talk with a friend, and I told him the Kansas City, they hadn't been covering spreads, but Andy Reid was going for his 100th career win in his former stomping grounds. So I figured that the Chiefs would win, so I had them on like a money line parlay bet. But the Chiefs, they could have lost that game as well last week. The Eagles had 3 touchdowns taken back from them due to penalties, and that's what we touched on earlier on the Philadelphia and Carolina game. The Philadelphia tends to choke on themselves, right? So the Chiefs, they're lucky to be 2-2 right now, and this is not going to be no easy slate on Sunday Night Football with a Buffalo Bills team that the guy like our Toronto's very own Drake says will be looking for revenge.
Yep. I agree, bro. Looking for revenge, bro. This is look, Lamar Jackson found revenge against this team. Only guess believe you can only imagine the kind of revenge our guy over here, Josh Allen, is looking for on this guy over here. So we're gonna see what happens on our guy over here, Mahomes. We're gonna definitely see what happens.
I think
I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, I think last week against Houston, I was talking, saying like maybe the Bills are gonna play conservative, knowing that they have Kansas City ahead, right, and kind of look ahead against Texans and not really like cover that high spread that they were favored by, right? But they came out and they showed up and they showed out. They whooped them boys, and they probably had like a practice day to show that the Chiefs. Yo, this is what we're coming to show you that we're able to do, and we're not playing around. And I can't wait for tomorrow night, Al Selector. That's going to be a great game, bro.
Facts. No, I agree, bro. I agree.
Even the over, that's the highest over of the season at 57, and I don't see how it stays under. It's going to be a lot. We probably don't even see too many punts tomorrow night in that game, to be honest with you. But I can't wait, man.
Bro, I agree, bro. Bro, we're gonna go to that final, that Monday game, the Colts versus Baltimore. It's the last game of the week of the week 5.
Week 5.
If you're in Canada, enjoy your Thanksgiving. You can watch this game while you're eating your turkey and having your salads and your gravy and all that good stuff that you be eating, your pie and all that good stuff, or your pumpkin pie or apple pie, whatever you prefer. But we're going to be talking about this game right now. The Indiana Colts versus the Baltimore Ravens. This is the final game. I'm going to go out a limb. I'm going to say I got Baltimore winning this. Lamar Jackson is a playmaker. I think he's going to cover on the spread. Oh, give me a sec. I think he's going to cover on the spread. I think Lamar Jackson will cover on the spread here. I think the under. I don't know, bro. I think Lamar will just cover on the spread. I think he'll get the victory. What's your take on this one?
For me, I don't really have no play or no look, but I'd have to be Ravens or pass for me. The Colts, before going into Miami, still don't know how they won in Miami. Carson Wentz has been awful. They're both teams are both 2-2 against the spread, but offensively, you're going up. It's a Baltimore team who's second in the league with 433 yards per game, going against a Colts team who's 20th in the NFL with 348.3 yards per game. As we know, the Ravens love to run the ball. They're coming off a great win and going into Mile High and beating the undefeated Denver Broncos. Arguably, right now, you could argue that the Ravens are a top 5 NFL team currently. They've beat Kansas City. They've beat Denver. They've lost to the Raiders, in overtime, who the Raiders are now 3-1. So the Raiders might be more than what we thought they were. Who else have they beat? The Ravens, to me, is a scary team, guys. They're not all the way 100% as far as the injury status, but they play exceptionally well. They're well coached. They have a very talented quarterback in Lamar Jackson, and the Colts. I don't see how they come out and even keep this game close. Lamar Jackson. The Ravens itself. They're going for the NFL record with the most 100-yard rushing games, which were controversially they tied last week, and I wouldn't be surprised if you see the Ravens taking a knee on the final play, guys. It would be at the Ravens for me, -7, to finish out week 5 on a high note and to go on to be 4-1. I do not see how the Colts compete in this game. Give me the Ravens.
Yeah, I don't see it either. I don't think the Colts have much left in the tank. To be honest with you, I think the Colts are straight up. They ain't saying nothing. So
no.
They ain't saying nothing. So yeah, I'm gonna go straight up and down and straight up and say, shouts to Ravens, shouts to our guy Lamar Jackson. We rock with you, bro. That's our guy right there, bro. Yep. And that's basically it, bro. We're gonna wrap this up right now. You see what I'm saying? So basically, it's your guy El Selector. I'm here right now. Shouts to my guy Rizzle. We're
Yes,
here right
good
now,
to
Rizzo, bro. We're on camera right now, bro. So we're wrapping this
good
up.
to be here. Good to be here,
Yeah.
man. Week 5.
Week
One more
5.
note on the Ravens and Colts game. They said the boy Lamar Jackson can't pass the ball right now. He's top 15 in the NFL. He's passed for so far 1,077 yards. He's passed for. He's 13 in the NFL right now. So he's showing you that he can throw the ball as well, not only just run. Yeah. And give me the Ravens -7 again. And my best bet to close out is the Buffalo Bills. If you want a money line, if you want a +3 or +2.5, take it to the bank. The Bills are gonna bring you the Bills.
They're gonna bring you the Bills. They're paying. Buffalo. Yeah. You want that money? Them guys over there in Buffalo are paying them Bills right now. Bro. Real shit, bro.
So get you some Buffalo wings.
Buffalo wings.
Yeah.
Shout out to our boys out in Buffalo. Shout out to everyone out in Buffalo, dog.
Definitely. Shout out to the Buffalo, upstate New York, man. You guys got you a great
bro. Right, Western New York, bro. Upstate. Shout out to them, bro. This one guy said, shout out to our guy Louis. He says Bills and the Chiefs is going to be an amazing game. Yeah, definitely. We're just talking about it right now. It's going to be an amazing game, but it's going to be an amazing game for the guys out there putting that money down because that Chiefs team is starting to become suspect and they are getting exposed straight up and down. Yeah. Definitely. Shout out to our guy Rocksteady. He said should be a good game. Yeah, for sure. Will be a good game, bro. Will be a good game. Great. Yeah, definitely a good game. And
I honestly doubt you see any punts in that game. Even if they come into 4th down situations, both these coaches, they're aggressive, so they'll go for 4th and 6 or 4th and 8 or whatever the case may be. It's going to be a shootout, bro. And
it's going to be a shootout.
Me personally, I could even see a Buffalo turning up and blowing them out, but probably not because you know sometimes you don't want to get into the conspiracies and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So you don't want to see a one-sided game, but it could potentially go that way in my eyes.
But remember though, Mahomes is an exciting player, so he's gonna fight, bro. He's not a guy who's gonna just lay down and just take it. He's gonna he'll fight right.
And I think it's his first Sunday night too. Really? This is the Kansas City's first. I don't think they played Sunday night all season. Did they?
I didn't even know that. I don't know. I can't even remember, bro. I've seen so many games.
They played Chargers. They played Philly. They played. When did they play the Ravens? That was a Monday night, no?
Yeah, it was a Monday night. Yep.
Yeah, so this is their first Sunday nighter. So
yeah, it's gonna be a good Sunday nighter, and they're the marquee night. They're the marquee game of the Sunday night. So the finale.
Who do they have to look ahead? Do you have that on you?
Who they have? Let me pull that up right now, bro. That's a good question.
Sometimes that factors in too,
Yeah, because that does factor in, bro. Like, they got. Let me see. Let me pull that up right now.
Oh, I got it. Washington. They got Washington. So
yeah, they got Washington. They got.
So even if they were to lose, they should be all right next week too. So, but I don't think they want to lose because they know, like I said earlier in the breakdown, they know that if it comes down to tiebreakers and stuff, they don't want to because they're behind the 8 ball. They're 2-2. Buffalo's 3-1. Right? So they, you know what I mean?
I think that Bills one is going to be. They have a fair schedule. Like I think the only tough team I see over there could potentially be they're going to play the Packers on the 7th of November. They got the Raiders on the 14th. That November schedule for them is tough, man. They got.
Who do the Bills have next? Sorry.
The Bills. I'm talking about the Chiefs.
Oh, okay.
The Chiefs got they got a tough November, so they got their October is relatively fair. The Titans are probably the toughest team they're going to see in October. Titans and the Bills. The Bills are the toughest team.
Yeah, but the Bills have the Titans week 6, the following week after this game on Monday night too. So they can go a little harder because they have an extra night to rest before they prepare for the Titans.
The Bills are undefeated, aren't they? Right or no?
No, they lost. Remember the Pittsburgh week 1.
Oh yeah, the Pitt.
But they have the Titans the following week on Monday night, so they do have an extra night to rest. If you want to look at it from that angle, it's gonna be a great game, man. It's gonna be.
I could see the Bills honestly. I could see the Bills literally potentially maybe even going undefeated, bro. After this, they might just be
throughout.
Yeah, the toughest team they have to see is Tampa, and that's it.
That should
Kansas
be a great
City
game.
and Tampa are the toughest teams. Everybody else is a
they
walk
were
in the
supposed to, and they were supposed to beat the Steelers, but the Steelers, I think it was a special teams touchdown in the second half that the Steelers went and took the lead, and they were able to go down. Yeah, and look at the Steelers now; they're pretty shit. So it's not like, take it for what it's worth. Like, it was just, it happens in the NFL, right?
Exactly.
So,
And our guy Rocksteady said 4.5 points. Houston, we in trouble for real. No, definitely Houston's done.
Yeah, definitely right. Yeah, man. I don't see how the Texans compete in that game.
Yeah, definitely, man. And
we're not looking at Patriots offense. We're just looking at the fact that they're going up a Bill Belichick's defense that feast on rookie quarterbacks. So.
Exactly. And you saw what Bill Belichick did to Tom Brady in the rain, bro.
Exactly. First quarterback, the greatest of all time, right?
And Tom Brady saw coverages he's never even seen before, bro.
Exactly.
There was coverages we were starting to see. We're like, what was that?
He didn't even throw a passing touchdown that game.
Nah, nothing, bro. All one rushing touchdown from what's his name over here, Jones.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, and coming into the game, I think Brady was leading, or if not top. He had 10 touchdowns. He threw for 10 touchdowns in the first 3 games prior to that.
He neutralized the hell out of them, bro.
Yeah,
them guys where he was seeing things he never seen before, bro. So we'll see what happens. But we're gonna wrap this up, bro. Honestly, it's good. Shouts to my guy Rizzo. We'll be back next week, bro. We're gonna have the bets. We're gonna have everything down packed next week. Also, NBA season is coming. You know what I mean? So we're going to be doing some stuff with the NBA, Toronto Raptors specifically. We're Raptors channel over here, bro. All of us here, we're all Raptor guys over here. So every guy you see here, we do see other teams, but we're only going to be doing Raptors over here. We'll probably do some championship stuff as well. Yeah. But definitely check us out. Tonight is a big boxing match, bro. Your predictions, bro. Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. Just throw something out there,
man. Bro. I'm gonna go with my boy. I watched this video yesterday. Amari Styles. It's Fury or nothing.
Fury or nothing. Guys are saying Fury.
It may not even go to distance, guys. So don't pay for it.
It's gonna be a good one, though. It's gonna be a good one tonight, bro. Real time. If they want to find you, where can they find you at, bro? On social media?
Oh, you can find me on Twitter at TheRealTRose. That's DARELT Rose. On the Instagram, TRose86, and man, on YouTube, I got my little channel too, but I not too much content, but it's Rizzle247.
Rizzle247. If you're not subscribe, bro. I'm definitely gonna check out all this content. Check it out, people. I'm gonna be on there. You'll see me in the comment sections. You'll see me in there, bro. Definitely, I'm gonna be up on there whenever he has a live streams or whenever he hits me up. I'm gonna be there. We're gonna be back next week, and also I'm gonna put his Instagram, his YouTube, and his Twitter at the bottom of this. Once this ends here. So you guys, if you want to find him, consultation. But he's gonna be here. We're here, bro. We're here till the end of the Super Bowl, bro. So we ain't going nowhere, bro. Straight up.
So let me just recap those picks for me. If you guys wanna get on tail those picks, and best of luck to everybody, and have a great Thanksgiving weekend up here in Canada. So those best bets are to take the Bills plus points. +3. Some people got it at 2.5, but +3 is a good look. I think that's where it's at now. +3 would be better. Tampa Bay for me, team total under 30.5, and San Francisco +2.5 first quarter. I do lean that way, and I might lock that in. So recap: Bills +3, Tampa Bay under team total 30.5. And the San Francisco 49ers first quarter +2.5 is for me. Not too much bets on this week 5. It's a hard card. And best of luck to everybody on your plays, man.
Facts. I agree, bro. Definitely check us out. We'll be back next week, bro. And we are signing out, man. Peace.